The studio lights beamed down on the set of The View, where the audience buzzed with anticipation as Michael B. Jordan, the charismatic actor known for his roles in blockbuster films like Black Panther and Creed, took his seat among the hosts. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, Alyssa Fair-Griffin, and Sunny Hostin greeted him warmly, the conversation starting off light-hearted as they discussed his latest project, a thrilling vampire horror film called Sinners, directed by his longtime collaborator Ryan Coogler. Michael flashed his signature smile, sharing anecdotes about the intense filming process and how he prepared for the dual roles of twin brothers facing supernatural horrors. The audience laughed along. Ash joked about the physical demands, flexing his muscles playfully, which elicited cheers and applause. But as the segment progressed, Sunny Hostin, known for her sharp legal mind and outspoken views on social issues, steered the discussion toward more serious territory. She brought up Michael's advocacy for diversity in Hollywood and his production company's efforts to support underrepresented voices. At first, it seemed like a natural pivot, with Michael nodding appreciatively and elaborating on his commitment to creating opportunities for Black creators. However, Sunny pressed further, questioning whether his recent choices and roles truly advanced the cause or if they risked perpetuating stereotypes. Michael responded thoughtfully, explaining his artistic decisions and how each project was a step toward broader representation. The exchange grew tenser when Sunny referenced a controversial scene in Sinners that some critics had called out for its depiction of violence in Black communities. She argued that it might reinforce negative narratives, citing statistics on media influence and societal perceptions. Michael countered, defending the film's intent to explore deeper themes of resilience and trauma, drawing from real historical contexts like the Jim Crow era. The audience shifted uncomfortably as voices raised slightly, with Whoopi trying to mediate by interjecting with a joke, but the spark had been lit. Sunny, undeterred, pushed back, suggesting that as a high-profile figure, Michael had a responsibility to avoid content that could be misinterpreted. Michael's expression hardened. He leaned forward, his tone firm but controlled, emphasizing that art should provoke discussion, not conform to safe boundaries. The back and forth intensified, with Sunny quoting experts on cultural sensitivity, while Michael referenced his own experiences growing up in Newark and the authenticity he brought to his work. Other hosts chimed in, Sarah supporting Michael's creative freedom, Joy adding a quip about Hollywood hypocrisy. Yet, the focus remained on Sunny and Michael, their debate escalating into a passionate argument about accountability in entertainment. The commercial break loomed, but before it could provide relief, Michael stood abruptly, his frustration evident. He removed his microphone pack, muttering something about not being there to be lectured, and strode off the set, leaving the hosts stunned and the audience gasping in shock. Whispers rippled through the crowd as the show cut to commercials, the dramatic exit instantly becoming fodder for social media frenzy. Backstage, producers scrambled to handle the fallout, while viewers at home replayed the moment, debating who was right. This unexpected walk-off highlighted the raw intersections of celebrity, race, and media scrutiny, sparking widespread conversations online about the pressures faced by Black artists in predominantly white spaces. Analysts speculated on the long-term impact on Michael's career and The View's reputation for heated discussions. In interviews later, Michael addressed the incident diplomatically, stressing respect for differing opinions but standing by his decision to leave when the conversation felt disrespectful. Sunny, in her own statements, expressed regret if her questions came across as accusatory, reaffirming her admiration for Michael's work. The episode underscored the fine line between probing journalism and personal confrontation on daytime TV. Following the viral walk-off, social media exploded with reactions. Hashtags like #MichaelJordan walks off and #The View drama trending worldwide as clips of the argument circulated on platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans divided into camps. Some praised Michael for standing his ground against what they saw as aggressive questioning, while others defended Sunny for holding celebrities accountable on important issues. Memes proliferated, superimposing Michael's stern face on various pop culture moments, and late-night shows like The Tonight Show and Saturday Night Live parodied the incident. with impersonators exaggerating the tension for comedic effect. Entertainment news outlets dissected every frame. Body language experts analyzing Michael's crossed arms and Sunny's pointed gestures. Interviews with insiders revealed that the segment was meant to be promotional but veered off script when Sunny's prepared questions touched on sensitive topics. Michael's team issued a statement emphasizing his respect for The View but noting that boundaries must be maintained in discussions. Sunny appeared on the next episode, addressing the elephant in the room with her co-hosts, explaining her intent was to foster dialogue, not conflict. Whoopi Goldberg, as moderator, reflected on the challenges of live TV and the importance of mutual respect. The incident drew comparisons to past celebrity walk-offs, like Kanye West's infamous interruptions or other heated moments on talk shows. Cultural commentators weighed in, discussing how race played a role, with some arguing that Sunny, as a Black Latina woman, was uniquely positioned to challenge Michael, while others felt it perpetuated intra-community tensions. Michael's career trajectory was scrutinized. Would this affect his upcoming projects or endorsements? Supporters rallied, boosting streams of his films and sales of his merchandise. Meanwhile, The View's ratings soared, the controversy proving a boon for viewership. Behind the scenes, apologies were exchanged privately, with reports of a phone call between Michael and Sunny to clear the air. Publicly, Michael appeared on other shows, like the Ellen DeGeneres Show successor or podcasts, where he elaborated on his perspective without bitterness. The event sparked broader conversations about mental health in the spotlight, with Michael advocating for setting personal limits. Sunny used her platform to highlight the issues she raised, turning the moment into a teachable one about media representation. As days passed, the story evolved from shock to analysis, with articles exploring the history of Black actors navigating Hollywood's expectations. Fans created fan fiction and edits romanticizing Michael's assertiveness, while critics wrote think pieces on the power dynamics at play. Ultimately, the walk-off became a cultural touchstone, reminding everyone of the unpredictable nature of live television and the human elements behind celebrity facades. Both parties emerged stronger, with Michael announcing new initiatives for his production company and Sunny continuing her advocacy work. The incident, though heated, fostered growth and dialogue in unexpected ways. Delving deeper into the argument's roots, it stemmed from Sunny Hostin's concerns over a particular scene in Sinners where Michael's character engages in a violent confrontation amid a backdrop of historical injustice. Sunny, drawing from her background as a former prosecutor and author on racial issues, argued that such portrayals could inadvertently fuel stereotypes about Black violence, even if artistically intended. Michael, passionate about the film's message, explained that the violence was contextualized within a supernatural framework to metaphorically address systemic oppression, not glorify it. He cited influences from real events like the Tulsa Massacre, emphasizing how horror genres can illuminate social truths. The exchange highlighted different philosophies, Sunny's focus on potential societal harm versus Michael's on artistic expression and audience interpretation. Other hosts attempted to balance the discussion. Alyssa Farah Griffin shared her views on free speech in media, while Sarah Haynes empathized with the challenges of public scrutiny. Joy Behar lightened the mood with humor, but the core tension remained. As voices overlapped, Michael's frustration built, culminating in his decision to exit. Post-incident, film critics revisited Sinners, some praising its bold themes, others echoing Sunny's critiques. Box office numbers remained strong, suggesting the controversy boosted interest. Michael's supporters organized online campaigns, sharing positive stories of his philanthropy, like his work with HBCUs and youth programs. Sunny faced backlash from some quarters but received support from allies in journalism and activism. The View's producers reviewed protocols for guest interactions, aiming to prevent future escalations. In retrospectives, the moment was compared to Oprah's interviews or other pivotal TV clashes. Michael's walk-off inspired discussions and acting classes about handling adversarial questions. Sunny authored an op-ed expanding on her points, promoting constructive criticism in entertainment. The ripple effects extended to Hollywood, with studios considering sensitivity training for promotions. Fans speculated on a potential reconciliation appearance, but both moved forward independently. Michael's next project announcements emphasized diverse storytelling, aligning with his values. Sunny continued co-hosting, her questions as probing as ever. The incident underscored the evolving landscape of celebrity accountability in the age of social media, where every word is amplified. Ultimately, it humanized both figures, showing vulnerability amid public personas. In the aftermath, celebrity friends Wade and Ryan Coogler publicly supported Michael, praising his integrity and the film's vision. Other stars like Chadwick Boseman's estate representatives or Lupita Nyong'o shared solidarity messages. Sunny's co-hosts defended her intent on air, framing it as passionate discourse typical of The View. Audience members present that day recounted the electric atmosphere, with some feeling the argument was overdue in addressing Hollywood's issues. Media psychologists analyzed the psychological toll of such confrontations, noting signs of emotional labor in Michael's responses. The clip garnered millions of views on YouTube, spawning reaction videos and breakdowns. Podcasters dedicated episodes to debating the merits of each side, with guests from film and legal fields. Michael's fashion during the appearance of a sleek suit became a trending topic, ironically boosting his style icon status. Sunny's book sales saw a spike as people sought her perspectives on race and justice. The View invited experts on subsequent shows to discuss the themes raised, turning controversy into education. Michael's team leveraged the moment for positive PR, highlighting his community work. Rumors of a scripted reenactment surfaced, but were dismissed. Social media algorithms pushed related content, keeping the story alive. Critics argued the walk-off exemplified toxic masculinity, while defenders saw it as self-preservation. Feminists debated Sunny's role as a woman of color challenging a male counterpart. The event influenced talk show formats, with hosts more mindful of guest comfort. Michael's interviews post-incident focused on growth from adversity. Sunny reflected on her approach in a memoir excerpt. The broader impact included increased awareness of black horror films, with Sinners gaining cult status. Fans created art and fan cams celebrating Michael's poise. The incident faded from headlines but left a lasting imprint on pop culture discourse. Both emerged resilient, their careers unscathed, exploring alternative angles. Some speculated the argument was staged for publicity, given Sinners' release timing, but insiders denied it, citing genuine surprise. Conspiracy theories abounded online, from hidden mix to pre-planned exits. Michael's body language was meme-ified, his mic drop moment iconic. Sunny's expressions fueled GIFs across platforms. The View's ratings for that episode broke records, validating controversial content's draw. Michael's philanthropy gained visibility, donations surging to causes he supports. Sunny's legal commentary on other shows referenced the exchange as a case study. Film festivals screened Sinners with panels discussing its themes, crediting the View incident for sparking interest. Michael's training regimen, mentioned briefly, inspired fitness trends. Sunny's fashion choices that day were praised for professionalism. Co-host dynamics were examined, with Whoopi's mediation skills lauded. The audience's live reactions added authenticity to clips. Post-walk-off, the show resumed awkwardly, hosts filling time with light topics. Michael's statement emphasized dialogue's value and respectful. Sunny's response highlighted intent over perception. The event bridged entertainment and social justice conversations. Celebrities shared similar experiences, fostering solidarity. Media ethics classes used it as an example. Michael's box office draw remained strong. Sunny's viewership loyalty held. The incident's legacy, a reminder that passion can ignite change. Wrapping up the saga, months later, Michael and Sunny crossed paths at an industry event, exchanging cordial words and even posing for photos, signaling no lasting animosity. The View referenced the moment humorously in anniversary specials. Sinners received award nominations, validating Michael's vision. Sunny's advocacy work expanded, including new initiatives on media literacy. Fans reflected on how the argument enriched understanding of complex issues. Hollywood evolved, with more emphasis on inclusive narratives. Michael's career flourished with new roles and directing gigs. Sunny remained a fixture on daytime TV, her voice influential. The walk-off, once shocking, became a footnote in their storied paths, a testament to resilience and growth in the face of public scrutiny. Ultimately, it highlighted the power of standing firm in one's beliefs while navigating the spotlight's glare. On Reflections, the incident prompted think tanks to study media's role in cultural dialogues, with reports citing it as a pivotal example. Personal essays from viewers shared how it resonated with their experiences. Michael's mentorship programs for young actors incorporated lessons from the event. Sunny's speaking engagements increased, focusing on constructive confrontation. The View's format tweaked slightly for better flow. Clips continued circulating, educating new audiences. Both figures' net worths grew amid the buzz. Collaborations rumored between them for charity. The story's endurance spoke to society's fascination with celebrity conflicts. In the end, it fostered empathy and understanding across divides.